and I say view on YouTube so I can see the link, which will come up. Don't choose it too quickly, Noah. He's actually open up. And then you copy and paste it and send it over to Nathan and Christina, who will do what they need to do to get it up and running. Okay.
Great.
And do we need to get them, do we need to talk to them to kind of like have a refresher on all that?
No, they know. They've reviewed the document. And I can just give them a heads up, like, I can ask them and make sure they reviewed it so they know.
Yeah, we should just have a, like, so that we're not frozen in the moment of, you know, what do we do? Yeah, just to remind ourselves. Okay.
I'm just texting them right now. Particularly, what to do if the YouTube stream stops. Great. We should prep to have the Facebook comments go off at about 6 minutes. Okay. So then the other two things that could happen is that Billy's internet fails, in which case he would just sort of get stuck there or drop because maybe he completely dropped. In which case then I think we wouldn't need to put up a tech difficulties. I think we would just keep going, and you or I could call him. I think you could call him unless you need me to call him for some reason.
Yeah, I'll just call him and try to get him back.
Yeah. And then
yeah, if Billy goes out, that's just it. You know what I mean? That's just,
we'll
just try to get him to come back.
I was thinking that I could maybe write in the comments from StreamYard saying like, our ASL interpreter will be back in a moment. I'm not sure if it will go through because we're turning off comments. So
yeah, I think we just have to try to get him back if he drops out for any reason.
Yeah, great. And so then the other thing that could go wrong is Cleavon having internet issues or any sort of issues. So like the big one being an internet issue.
Mm-hmm.
In which case, then, you know, he would probably stop, as in like he would freeze or he would drop, in which case then the plan was that you would go on and be like, hey, we're just trying to get him back, and you would riff. And so you wouldn't necessarily put the tech difficulties banner in. You would riff. I would call him and find out like, hey, what's wrong? How can I help?
Yeah, I mean, it would be, I don't know that there's a lot of time to try to get him back. Like, I think if he's there and disappears, yeah, I don't know.
So there's a couple things that could happen. One is just that he like starts like stuttering, I guess, not verbally, but his internet starts to. And in which case, sometimes just bringing you in can like help that, or he might need to like leave StreamYard completely and come back in, like from his phone or something. I think that he'll be okay, but just like the things that could go wrong. So if it feels like it's more of like an internet in and out issue, like he's still there, we still see him, he hasn't completely dropped, but it's not going well, perhaps you could jump in and we can pull him out, and I will call him and say like, leave StreamYard and come back in, or I can say it in the private chat. or like try from your phone or something. So like those are the two options we could do if he's there, but his internet is not great.
Yeah.
And then if he completely drops, like out of the blue, it means that his internet probably did just totally go out. And then you could come in and just finish up for him, I guess. And then we don't call him. You maybe just call him after you've smoothed it over and just say sorry.
Yeah, because I mean, if he goes away for whatever reason, or it's choppy or whatever, like I think, yeah, I can like come into the feed, but he's either like you'll be able to see if he comes back in, and then we could toss him back in if it's still during that moment, you know. But if we've already moved on to Act 2, I think that's just it, you know. Yeah. So hopefully that doesn't happen.
Yeah. Okay. And like if he has some internet issues, I'll let him just stay there because it might just fix itself.
Yeah.
Same with like if he has any mic issues, I'll let it sort of sit there for like 15 seconds or so. One of the things that we've seen that can happen is like for whatever reason a mic might go weird, and then just sort of jolting it by like adding you in can fix it. And if that's the case, then I'll private chat you and be like, no, I'm going to put you in to fix the mic.
Yeah.
You'll go in and say like, sorry, your mic was weird. You don't know that, but we do. And then I'll be like, oh, it's all better now. And then and then he'll be like, okay, see you later. Then I'll take you out.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's it. I think those are the main things that could go wrong.
Okay.
But I don't anticipate any of them happening, but at least we're prepared if they do.
Yeah. And I sent a link to Cleavon. I will follow up with him this afternoon just to make sure he's got it and he knows what time he's coming in, and see if he has any general thoughts on how he plans on wrapping it up. But we might just have to kind of like be in the moment with him. I think that'll be fine.
And it seems like his speech is pretty short. Do you get the sense from talking to him that like he's a short-winded guy, a long-winded guy?
Yeah, he's not going to talk too long. I think he was happy to know that it didn't have to be a super long speech. So it won't be super long.
Okay, that's good to know.
It's not going to be like 20 seconds, but it might just be like a minute and a half, you know?
Yeah. Okay, great. Could you also add, we could just like create a tab here. Maybe there's already one. That is like just guest contact information. Then you can just add in, here I'm putting it in, guest contacts. Then you could just add in Cleavon and Billy's phone numbers.
Mm-hmm.
That way we both have it in case we need it.
Yeah. And Billy, just something that. Oops, sorry. I should put him my phone too. So he's in there. Okay.
Great. That's all I got.
Okay, cool. Great. I mean, yeah, I don't. I guess I'll be in touch this afternoon, and you're gonna hop in 6:15 or so. You said.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was gonna tell you something else, but I don't remember. Oh, one other thing. If worst comes to worst and you had to like start a brand new broadcast, you just do that from StreamYard.com and you say like create broadcast in the top right corner, and then you just select like say Facebook, not this white one, but like the black one, and say YouTube, and then
I should look at what you're talking about because I don't
okay.
I don't know what you're referring to.
Basically, it's hard to do because we'd have to get out of this screen, and so we couldn't talk to each other. But like, if you needed, you could just open a new tab.
Yeah.
So you would go if for some reason like everything shut down.
Create a broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
And then select YouTube and Facebook.
Yep, and it's the Facebook that is the black one, the Stuttering Association for the Young.
Oh, I see.
Rather than StreamYard tests.
And that. And then I just and do I have to customize for each destination? I guess I have to. It seems